risky one. Sheds hit the fan, we're overrun. Sending boys in the trucks with the 50 cals. Tell every swinging neck, bringing extra rounds. Hang in there, boys, we're on our way. Don't send them all to heaven before we get a taste. Whoa, cry havoc, let's slit the doors and roll. What you gonna do?
And happy Sunday to you folks. Welcome to another edition of the Double S Podcast. It's me and Brick. What's going on, Mr. Bricklin? How the hell are you?
Oh, just surviving this little snow that we had. Broke a finger in the process, you know. Just being dad, catching my daughter before she hit a brick wall. But, you know,
we got to come up.
Things good.
I mean, that's a pretty good story and all. You can admit that it was like a random freak brooming accident of some kind in the garage. But, I mean, you amongst friends, dog, you can admit that.
She was flying at least Mach 3 speed coming down the hill, and she's just screaming. And I'm like, so I grabbed her, and another little kid hit the wall. Whew. I was like, oh. It was a collision. It was like it had gotten super cold, and the top snow melt turned into ice. So it was like,
oh dang!
Yeah.
You had like a legit Griswold moment going on there. There's no doubt about that.
Names coming out the back. Oh God!
A new land speed record. Good stuff, folks. We're back live again. We've got, you know, I had this grand plan, Brick, that I was going to go to like this every other weekend thing because I was thinking schedule's going to get too crazy. Yeah, that's out the window. We got live shows scheduled for the next 5 weeks here. It is fantastic. We're starting off 26 in a major, major way. Tonight, you folks are in for a treat. This longtime friend of myself and a supporter of the TPO from the old days. This dude is a pioneer in the kayak fishing industry to begin with. When a legend of the sport calls you the Fish Whisperer, dog, you've done something. Marty Hughes nicknamed Andy the Fish Whisperer. Andy Moore is here with us out of Nebraska. He's going to be coming in here shortly. Before we do that, let's go ahead and pay the bills real quick. Every episode of the Double S brought to you by the Romans Warrior Foundation. Folks, I don't know what to say more about the Romans Warrior Foundation. If to see how hard they work behind the scenes, putting things together, there are some amazing things if we can get the right resources together for them down there that they're going to be doing out of Alabama that's going to affect all of their programs across the entire country. Of course, the Global War on Terror's Wall of Remembrance. A lot of people have seen that wall, have been to it. It is something that is definitely is to behold, that we carry forth our warriors' memories and we honor their name and stories with that. But also all the other divisions, the retreat division, the field ops division, the one that we deal with, all of these divisions bring in all different types of healing where it's needed out there. Go check them out, romanswarriorfoundation.org. Hashtag helping is healing. Of course, True Patriot Outfitters, our little shindig we got rolling out here. Kayak fishing and camping trips. There's a big mission behind it, but we simplify it when we tell people about it. Hey, man, we're there to fish. We're there to hang out. We're there to help people recharge, help there to give folks a chance to kind of reclaim some sanity, if you will. 3 different levels of programs we're launching. One of the big things we're launching this season, be sticking tuned to us here because we're going to be talking about this a ton, is the Patriot Borderlands Kayak Series. We call it a kayak series. Really what it is an extension of our programs. We're going to gather up. We're going to eat some good food, tell a lot of inappropriate jokes, and do some fishing, sharing information. Great for experienced guys. Come out and hang out. If you're looking to reconnect a little bit, if you just want to get away from there is no high competition level here. There'll be friendly competition, make no doubt about it. There'll be a lot of crap talking going on. We know that. But yeah, as far as the stress, none of that going on here. A lot of cool rules and things. We'll be releasing some more information on that very, very soon. The Heroes Media Group, without them, we don't have a show. We are very proud to be a part of the network here with all of the great podcasts that are out there. Go check them out. There's a podcast pretty much every night and something for everybody. Resources galore. you can find out there. The sister company to that is HMG Beverage. Get you some Kick Start coffee, and think of me when you do it, because that's my favorite kind too. It's awesome. You won't be disappointed if you're a coffee drinker. All right, we paid the bills. Whew. One of these times, I'm gonna set a stopwatch and see how quickly we can run down through that stuff. We'll see where that's at. And believe it or not, I have no teleprompter. Steel trap here, Brick. Steel trap.
We need to get you on the AI kick so you just put it up there and just watch yourself. Today, we're gonna pay the bills. Here we go.
No, because AI will probably make me look good and sound better. So I don't want to be upstaged by a damn computer.
Hit like and subscribe. That's what you want to do.
That's right. Got to do the gun fingers. I got it. That's what I've been missing. All right, let's bring him in here. Mr. Andy Moore. How the heck are you, brother?
I'm still laughing about your garage accident because I got you beat, man. I was bouncing on a 6-foot ladder trying to pin my American flag back up in my garage over my workbench. And I was leaning, my ladder goes out from under me, and I'm going down. I landed right on my extension ladder, my back. I'm all right, though, but I was just laughing. My son comes in, and he's ringing the doorbell. He goes, "What's wrong?" And I go, "Nothing, I'm good." And I walk in the house. My entire back is covered in dust and dirt and shit. And he's like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "You don't want to know. Let's just go." So, God, I mean, I'm surprised I haven't died in my garage yet. But, all right, yeah, we're good. I was just laughing about that.
It sucks the older you get, man.
Dude.
That stuff, it sneaks up on you. Did you see my video last year of me coming off the back of my truck and
No, but
shit canning myself, and my
Oh, man.
103-piece ratchet set went scattered to the air?
No.
10mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I stepped
no.
off, and I thought my foot was on my bed extender,
Oh,
the
no.
pole, and I missed it, and down I went. Yeah.
Oh, brutal.
I scratched
Well, at
up my weenus. That was about it. That's all
Yeah.
I scratched up.
Well, at least your ratchet collection looked like mine, just in a big bin. You have to figure out what's what and everything. It's kind of like my CD collection. You go for like, oh, I want to watch Pink or listen to Pink Floyd, and you pull it out, and it's The Doors, and then you got to find that disc, and then it's empty, and then you got to go to another one. It takes me like 10 times to find the disc. And by the time I find it, I'm not even interested in listening to music anymore. But
I got quickly turned into that dude with the ratchet set in a Ziploc bag. There it is.
Yep.
What size you need? Go digging.
Go digging. Yep.
There's metric and English in there. So
Oh
good
gosh,
luck.
I still to this day do not understand that. Like, seriously, let's just have standard. Why do we have to like make Canada happy or something? I mean, whatever. They got good fishing though, but they got good ice fishing, Gene. That's a good segue into what we're talking about, right?
It is, because have you gotten any ice out there that you can fish yet?
So I was like on cloud 9 because we had a really, really cold week, the first week of December. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be ice fishing for 3 months. I looked at the long range that looked good. I'm like, we're going to have an epic year. So I was all excited and everything. Got on about 3.5 inches of ice on a local lake, did really good, caught a bunch of saugeye. And then like 2 days later, it was like 55. So I'm like, all right, boys, if you want to go, this might be it. So I had my brother and my boy and one of my friends. We went to a private lake, and it was about 4 inches. And by the time I started shaving ice, it was nice and powder. It was good. By the time we left, I was cutting holes, and it was honeycombing so bad. And everyone always looks to me like, what do you want to do, Andy? Is it safe? I mean, back in the day when we checked ice, we didn't have spud bars or anything, so I'm pretty good at checking ice and knowing ice and when to get off and all that. So I'm like, we got to get out of here. I mean, it felt like 80 degrees. So the sun was heating it from the bottom and the top. So the water was coming up and water was coming in. I'm like, we got to get out. And I spud barred off of it. And I honestly think we got off this in time because the next day it was wide open.
Wow.
Crazy. And actually I was in my kayak 2 days later, and that's just wrong being in my kayak. And then so a couple days later it skimmed up again, and I'm really getting frustrated. I'm taking my kayak. Word to all you kayak guys, do not break ice with your kayak if you want to F up your transducer, because my kayak's in the shop now, but lesson learned, because I used to break ice all the time with my boat. I had an aluminum boat. I didn't care. I'd break ice and fish. Well, I got my kayak and I'm breaking it. It was like an inch thick, and I'm going, and then I'm like, well, my side scan was like all wonky, and I'm like, I messed it up. Done. So I just got off, called it good, and I just put my ice fish and stuff up and put all my fishing stuff up and started painting stuff here I needed to paint. So yep. Sucks, man.
Well, Colorado down here, it's always in the foothills in the Front Range. It's always sketchy, right? Because we get, like today it was 60 degrees. It was 30 something yesterday, but it's 60 today, and our sun is super powerful. So Front Range, you got to have something severely sustained in order before it gets safe. So most guys have their, quick into the mountain trips, that they run up to because the weather stays better. But yeah, it sounds like all across the Midwest, we're seeing this here.
Brutal.
That it's not near, I thought we were in for a monster personally. I thought we were going to get slammed.
Totally. No, I was in contact, my son, with a guy down in Antero because we wanted to go down there. So probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And he's like, yeah, half the lake's open, but half of it, we got good ice. We're fishing. You could take the chance and drive down. I'm like, I'm not driving 10 hours just to see if I can, I'm not taking that chance. And then my son bolted up to South Dakota last weekend and did pretty good. And then I'm going up there this weekend. It's like, I think all of Nebraska is going to be
migrating north.
Yeah, we're all sending on to South Dakota. So watch out, South Dakotans. Here we come.
So you're talking to two guys right here. I think between the two of us, we might be able to spell ice and fishing.
Only duck hunting. No ice and fishing, just duck hunting.
Duck hunting, right.
I'm from the south, so it
okay. There's no ice down there except in your drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just old and cold, so I'll be honest. I actually this year had talked myself into it that I want to try it. I've got the suit. I've got my ice suit. I got my ice armor from back in the day when I was with Blackfish, and I got all my gear. I need a few jigs, and I've got some sources for that of some guys that know what they're doing with that stuff that'll load me up. I do not know, like when you were just explaining going on ice, you said about 5 or 6 things there that I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But I just nod and smile. So it's like, I do want to learn. I want to learn what it is. I have a feeling I'll never get hooked on it. So I'm not
you
worried.
Will. If you do it, you will. You might be a little too grumpy for ice fishing, though. I've seen you in the morning. I've seen you in the morning without your coffee, and you looked at me sideways, and I'm like, I probably shouldn't have said that because I don't know this dude I know you pretty well, but I know you better now, but I got you figured out, but then I didn't. I'm like, oh no, did I like piss this guy off? Like you were pissed. And then you came up to me later in the day, you go, we're all good. It's all good. I didn't have my coffee. I was a little stressed out. I'm like, yeah, it's all good, man. So I get it now, but
it was that freaking jam up at the ramp, dude.
Oh
everybody's sitting their stupid boats right in the middle of the lane, and
typical kayakers with trailers.
Well, and I'm trying to just go out of the back of my truck, and there's 9 kayaks sitting right there in the ramp way. It's like
it's so annoying. I know. I just shake my head. Luckily, I don't use a trailer, so I just wheel mine down. But I just watch the shit show.
Yeah, exactly. No, we cured it last year. I just get there ridiculously early, and then sleep in my pickup for a little bit.
You got to do what you got to do.
I'll launch at midnight. I don't give a rat's ass. 12:01. It's today.
Yeah, you can sleep in your kayak. I've done it. Back in the day, MKFS, we had when we fished circuit. It was you can launch whenever you want.
Wow.
So literally one tournament at 12 or where was it? Oh man, I can't remember. I think it was a 12 Mile Lake in Iowa. Literally, my friend and I had a spot, and we knew these other guys were going to go to the spot. We literally left the hotel at 3 a.m. Launch was at like 6:30, or Lions Inn was 6:30 or 7. I can't remember. We literally left the hotel at 3, I shit you not. There were 2 guys already there on our spot. I'm like, are you kidding me? So we get out there, and luckily I know, they're Nebraska guys. Thank God. We saw the truck had Nebraska plates. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll deal with it. You be quiet. You stay away. I'll go assess what's going on. So we get up there, and I knew who it was right away, and little small talk, and we were all good. And they weren't even really on the spot that we had marked, because my buddy, this was before I had like really fancy electronics too. So my buddy had a GPS marked, and I got up to him and just go sit on that spot. Don't move,
Right.
So yeah, it all worked out really good, and I actually won that tournament.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
So let's start with this before we get into the other side. So when there's no ice and it's winter time fishing, like we're talking, 35, 40-degree water, that's winter time, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is your attack plan? When you look at a body of water, what are the things that when you go in and start poking around, what's your MO for that? How do you go about going after them?
Let's talk about, are we going for bass?
Yep.
Okay, so we're speaking bass. So bass, most game fish, they like a lot of, deeper water next to shallow water. So, but a lot of lakes just have our bowl lakes or whatever. So if you can find any vegetation, that's key, because you're gonna have tons of food in that vegetation. And the good and the bad thing, we have that curly leaf pondweed, that's that invasive vegetation that's in a lot of the lakes here. Well, it starts growing in November.
Oh, wow.
So come like December, January, when the ice season's starting, if you can find any of that live vegetation, because it's green, it's letting off oxygen, it's attracting bait, it's attracting phytoplanktons and anything the fish eats. And, obviously in return, you have your predators coming in. If you can find any vegetation, any weed lines, honestly, I've caught bass in 3 foot of water and under the ice, but we're talking open water. Still, fish got to eat. So if I have fished a lot with water temps in 32, 33. A lot of it, you can do the reaction bite thing with jerk baits, but honestly, jigs, because crawdads, they're moving really slow, but they're starting to burrow into the mud. So they're moving around, use a lot of jig. And then, just small plastics, but it's, it's slow. The name of the game is slow, but a lot of the fish relate to the bottom.
Yep.
So you're going to be doing a lot of bottom stuff, but if you can find any points, this the typical channel swings next to flats, because those bass, low light, morning and sunset, they're going to come up and eat. They're going to be in the shallow. So go ahead.
And I was just going to say, in that key, what you're talking about here for the folks out there that are just getting started and coming into this, we're looking for flats and those points that's next to deep water.
Correct.
Right?
100%.
That way, because they want to hang out in the deeps and they're going to come up. So if it's a fast transition, you're going to have much better luck with that, right?
Yep. And it's warmer water too.
Yeah.
The deeper water is a little warmer.
I was going to say, in Minnesota, and I'm sure you guys get it there, we used to talk about the turnover when the depths become warmer than the surface temps. And that's when you get that lake to turn over. You could see that transition, even on like traditional sonar, you could see that when it occurs, the water would get a little stained, a little cloudy when that happens, because it's all that bottom water, that heat rises, right? And so it comes up. We were just at Pueblo a couple weekends ago, 43-degree, 42-degree water. I couldn't even see a transition line in that. It's like, okay, maybe this stuff just isn't moving, man, just because of how cold our water is to begin with. But yeah, it depends on, where you're at and how you're going. Blade baits, dude. Do you ever throw blade baits?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vertical jigging. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
More ice. So like when, were you asking me that question? Or were you asking him that question?
No, you.
Okay. So,
Brick and I suck at this in the wintertime.
Oh, for sure. Like my go-to. So here's the thing. Like if I don't have ice and I'm in that kind of that purgatory where, do I really want to fish? So the air temp might be 35. It's really cold, but I got open water and I will go fishing. A lot of time I like to go wiper fishing when it's that cold. So we have some lakes south of me and that's all I'm doing. I'm ripping rattle traps, blade baits. I'm tail spins. I mean, I'm doing a lot. But and then when it comes to ice fishing, that's like my go-to. Like that's how I attract. So that's how you attract a lot of fish. You know, you're ripping that blade bait. You know, the little Acme ones, the real heavy ones are good. I love using so Live Target. They've made a lot of baits over the years, and they're starting to discontinue them. But I have some way back from the 80s. They don't even make anymore. They're awesome. Wow. You can even use rattle traps, you know, but obviously sometimes the smaller the better, but the big ones it's like a fish call. So that really attracts them. If they're on and they're really biting, you'll catch them on that. But if they're not, I always have a dead stick by me or a slip bobber with a minnow, you know, because you'll call them in with that bait, and then they're not interested, and they'll see this little minnow over there just going like that, and you know, 8 out of 10 times you're going to catch that fish.
Wow, good stuff.
Yeah.
That's my challenge. Brick, have you ever been ice fishing?
No.
So me neither. I haven't.
Okay.
And from the outsider's view looking in, tell me if I'm wrong. It feels like passive fishing, but what you're talking about
Not at all.
is pretty active.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, you can make it as passive as you want, but you can also make it as aggressive as you want. You can sit in your house and drink beer all day and watch movies, you know, or you can really bust your ass and drill holes all over the lake and fish your ass off and attack them and do really well. You know, that's the thing about ice fishing that people don't understand. It can be as simple as you want it to be. I mean, literally, you can have a stick with 2 pegs with line wrapped around it with a hook and a weight and catch fish. Or you can be like me, who has about 15 ice rods with every single, just like open water bass fishing. I have every rod. I have, you know, 2-pound test, 3-pound test, 4-pound test, 6-pound test, 8-pound test, all fluoro on all different sizes rods, starting at 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38. I mean,
Wow.
I have big rods. When I went to Lake Winnipeg 2 winters ago, and you're going after 30-inch walleye, big boys. I mean, that big stout rod, you know, and I actually have a bait caster on it. And then I have all the way down to this teeny little, I'm throwing like the smallest little thing on 2-pound test with the lightest rod for, like, you know, panfish, bluegill when they're really sensitive. So it's honestly, you can make ice fishing as complicated as you want, but you really don't have to, you know, like, you seriously can just sit and drink beer with a tip up. And a tip up is those things you see with the flag.
Yep.
And the spool, you know, is underwater. You find your depth, you just put some live bait on that and you put your flag down. And a lot of guys just sit in their house and BS and watch movies, and flag pops up, fish is on, the little thing spinning. You know, sometimes, you know, normally if a bass hits it, actually about every time a bass hits it, they take it and run. Smallmouth, largemouth. So right away, you'll know it's a bass. Walleye, they'll go like this. They'll hit it, and then they just sit there. You just kind of have to wait. And sometimes it just stops, and then you're like, God, is it on? And then it's just, and then you just, you know, set it. But I mean, there's so many different ways to catch fish on the ice.
Yeah.
That I'm pretty complicated with it, and I like it that way.
You know, and that's the thing, though. That sounds like it's just like what we do, because you can keep it as Cinco as you want,
Yeah,
or go real complicated with that, you know,
100%.
all the way through.
Just
So,
like open water, you know.
yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, so that now I'm even more excited. Where are you at over there in the Nebraska? Are you by Lincoln, Omaha?
So I'm I'm on the outskirts of Omaha, just kind of right by Gretna. So. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm as far away from Omaha as I need to be.
Right.
I wish I was further away, but I'm still, you know, I'm kind of semi-retired, but I'm still working, you know, so I'm close to work, you know, because most of my clients and homes I work in are in, you know, Omaha. So it's just a little easier. And when I'm totally done working, I'm out in the country away from everybody and everything. So, yep.
So you got the Missouri River running right through there.
Oh yeah, yep.
That never locks up, right?
Yankton does, or Lewis and Clark does, but
Lewis
the river
and Clark does?
no. You'll get slush ice. You know, you'll get chunky slush ice, but right now it's wide open. Yeah.
Yeah.
But people ice fish Lewis and Clark Lake, but yeah.
I love Lewis and Clark area up there, man. I can't wait for a chance to
Oh,
get
dude.
back up there. I like that.
Did you know I won the state championship there this year?
I saw that.
was,
Yep.
dude. That was probably one of my. I've been fishing since I was 2 years old, and that was probably my top 5 day of my life. Like that was, I was on. It was just absolutely. I can't even. It gives me chills just thinking about the day I had. I literally on day one. I mean, I had over 90 inches in like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I literally sat there for 6 hours guarding my spot and not fishing to save it. You know how hard that was? That was brutal. That was the most, because they're busting, and I just wanted to catch. It was so hard for me, but I saved them, and I probably didn't really need to because they weren't there day 2, and I scrambled, but I did it. I had to work a lot harder on day 2 because you know me, there's a lot of dead water in there.
Yeah.
And if you find them, you find them. You don't. You just got to find them.
The first day when I went up there for the All-American series, the first day they were not clumped up. It was a junk fishing day. You know, I pretty much had to junk fish my way to a third. I think I was sitting in third or fifth.
God, you did good. Didn't you win it? Didn't you?
No, I took third.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because the second day they started clumping up and it started fishing normal again.
Right.
But yeah, that place can
It's
change.
Weird.
It can change.
Dude, by the hour. Yeah, no,
Yep.
it's weird. And I should have just beat up that spot. You know, obviously we always second guess ourselves when tournaments are done, what I would have done differently or how I would approach things differently. And I would have just beat that up because I probably would have got a couple more 19, 20 inchers out of there, you know, but oh well. I still won, thank God.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it up there, not just for I like the fact that you can go fish the big water if you want, or there is plenty of backwater you can get in.
Yep.
And that's for me. I immediately go to backwater. That's what attracts me personally.
I love it. I used to be my Achilles heel, but been working really hard at it the past 4 years. I really wanted to win it on the river and fish the river because your default's always the lake. You know, you always find them there. But I really that river has kicked my butt so many times. I really, really have worked hard, and I really wanted to do well there, and I did. So.
Britt, coming down from Arkansas and the areas that you lived in when you were deployed there, do you run into any big river systems that you got a chance to fish in?
Arkansas River on the lower end toward Dumas, monsters.
Nice.
Monster fishing. Just kind of crazy. The Arkansas River, the Ouachita River. What else is up through there? I didn't go so far up north. I think maybe Columbia and Louisiana. I did Toledo Bend, Claiborne, Caddo, Haney, Darbone, a lot. But in Florida, it was different. It didn't matter. You could just put it on like
the canals,
the road, and catch a 22. Just stop the truck. Let's stop the truck. Throw this frog out across this channel, and boom. And it's different life. It's different. I've noticed that every state fishes differently. Being in the military, so I fished in Virginia, fished on the Potomac. It fished different than Louisiana, and
that's like tidal waters there, isn't it? At the Potomac, yeah.
And you can get in trouble really quick in a bass going through there. So
yeah, Gene likes alligators, so he probably love fishing in Florida.
Oh yeah.
The gators aren't bad. They were docile. Most of them were docile, unless it's breeding season.
Docile, my ass.
It's breeding season, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't keep up on the hanky panky schedule of gators. I don't have that on this. Let me see.
Yeah.
An example was I was fishing. I can't remember. It was somewhere in the Panhandle. And I was fishing this, and there was this big, I'm in the kayak, so the reeds are over my head around this channel swing. And I'm in there and I'm catching fish, right? And then I could just hear the gator in the back of the reeds in front of me just growling.
Creepy.
Hell no.
No. I'm out there.
Hell no. Yeah.
before Baby Billy got popular, I was like, oh, all I'm asking for is
Yeah.
this girl, just let me in here.
Yeah.
When Gene and I are fishing in the Waxahachie tournament, he shows up with a freaking machete. I'm like, what are you doing with that, man? He's like,
Hell
what do you
yes,
mean? There's alligators in here. And I'm like, I know, but a machete?
What?
I did not have a firearm at the time, and all I had in my truck was a "Be Good and Get Out of My Truck" stick. So I stopped by Walmart and figured, well, I could get a pellet gun, which will just piss him off.
And they bounce off him.
Yeah. So I got me an $11 Walmart special machete because I figured I'll beat the living tarnations out of this thing. He'll at least have a bad headache by the time he gets to eating me. I promise you that.
They're just curious. They just want to peek at you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right. At Lake Fork, I want to charge me a 10-footer and about crap my pants. And then I go up further and there's like a 12-footer. I'm like, what am I doing? And I
Pulled up on the
right
nest.
away out of there.
You pulled up on their nest. That's what happened.
That must have been. I mean, it was in March. I don't know when they get their thing on, but okay, yeah. So yeah, okay. Thank you for that. A year late, but yeah, appreciate that.
You just have to be careful. I mean, they'll just chase you off. It's fine.
That's what it did. Yep.
Yeah. Well, see, and Andy's running like Andy Power. He ain't got no
Yeah,
motor
I
on
don't have a
there.
trolling
So.
motor. Yeah. Andy Power works pretty good, but there's gators. I think I hit 6.2. I think I got 6.2. I mean, record's like 5.8. I know I got over 6 miles per hour, fully loaded for sure.
Hell
at that.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then the local's like, well, there's a bigger one over that hill. She's a 14-footer. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm not fishing this area. That's for dang sure.
I'm out of here. Yeah, I was just telling the wife one of the fondest memories I had of fishing Conway down in Arkansas down there was I'm down on the lower end and I'm back in these little backwoods. And as I'm putting in first thing in the morning, up pulls this old hayseed and his girlfriend or daughter, I couldn't tell the difference. I don't know. She didn't say much. But he pulls up and he's in this little aluminum boat. And he says, "You're not going in the water with that kayak, are you?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, why?" He goes, "You know we got gators in here bigger than that boat you're in." And I'm like, "Get out of here. No, you don't. That's a 12.5-foot boat I have." I didn't see any down there, thank goodness. No, the only place I saw him was Louisiana. That's right. That's where when we went to Bussy Break, when we went over there. Saw one there, and as soon as he saw me, he was gone. He hit the water and took off. But
They
Yeah.
drain Lake Conway.
yep, I heard
restoring the whole lake.
because they couldn't figure out a good boat lane traffic in there because of all the deadheads. So they drained it down so they can make some actual lanes, and then they're going to bring it back. But what a waste, man! That was such a habitat for the fish, So I hope they get it back fast. But
You should see what they're putting in it. Like they're putting in some pretty good structure, like more stuff. Like they took stuff out, yeah, but they're putting in a lot more, and they're seeding it up right now.
I just hope we're not all in wheelchairs by the time it comes back around.
Be pretty quick.
It's like, will we be able to get there?
Yeah.
Andy Power will be with an oar cane at that point.
Yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's right. So 2026, Mr. Moore, what's it looking like, buddy? You gonna have an epic year? AOI titles? What are we looking at, buddy?
I'm just gonna kind of do my same thing. It's just fish the sticks and maybe a Bassmaster or two and the All-American Classic. Yeah, just do my thing. Just whatever happens, happens. Just work hard and fish my butt off, and where it falls, it falls. I do like the fact last year I started really bad and I finished so strong. I won both of those days and jumped all the way from like 15th place all the way to 3rd and got a trophy for AOI. So it's just, I just kind of remind myself it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything in life. It doesn't really matter how you start it. It just matters how you finish it. So yeah, I'm just gonna, I'm kind of excited. At Nebraska, we have a few new lakes that we put on the schedule, and then I'd love to qualify for the Bassmasters again. A couple chances. I think I am gonna fish that Wyoming Bassmasters at Horsetooth in Fort Collins. I've never fished it. It looks pretty cool. The Horsetooth Reservoir.
Bless your soul.
Is it not good?
I hope. Look, this is all I'm going to say. It has not fished.
Don't waste my gas.
It has not fished well in several years.
Okay.
But prior to that, it has fished well. It's been able to support, a lot from all sides. But not for nothing. The facts are the facts. Last time that our clubs went there, like our state championship, CKB had one there. 30 some odd anglers showed up, and like 2-3 guys caught limits. It was, and it's tough. What people have been finding there is just really small, highly pressured fish.
Yeah.
But it hasn't really gotten hit in the last, probably, definitely last season. It did not get beat up. And, maybe a year and a half worth of resting has, helped it to some degree. The bass boat groups still go there. They still go up there and they fish it. And so, yeah, it's been tough for sure. But yeah, it seems like to me on any given situation, anybody could. It'll be a great group of people going up there. That much is certain. And it is a beautiful place to go fish.
Anymore.
Yeah.
That's what, and I'll bring my fairy wand with me and I'll hit some mountains and some streams and go for some trout too. I love doing that. I went to Jackson Hole twice this year.
Oh,
and
nice.
Man,
that is God's country up there.
Heaven.
I love that up there.
I had no idea the diversity and the geology there.
Yes.
Seriously, it's like, I was just blown away. And I was fly fishing on, right below Jackson Lake. I'm looking at the Grand Tetons and I'm just like, this is insane, and then I'm having no problem. So like the thing about Colorado, like the trout there for some reason, obviously if you're fishing the Snake, or the what's the one that comes out of Dillon, Blue or
Yampa or Yuma?
No, what's the river that comes out of Dillon Reservoir? Blue.
Does it connect to the Blue Reservoir?
What?
I don't know.
Anyways, they're just so educated there. It's like the trout in Jackson Hole are just not as educated for some reason. It's you can catch them pretty easily, and I had a blast, man. But yeah, so when I go to do the Horsetooth, I'll like you said, it's just I love going to the mountains.
Is it the Snake River?
Snake. Yes. Yep. So and I fished those a lot too back in the day, and it's a lot tougher. The fly fishing is a lot tougher there. I don't know what it is, if they're just more pressured or just more educated, or they're just, I don't know. But
we're kind of the fly, mecca of the states, right? I mean, there's so much gold water here that we get people coming from everywhere to fish these
just
waters.
Pressured. They see it. They see a lot of stuff probably.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's awesome, dude. When I'll have to keep that in mind when you're here, man. I'll have to come up and hang. I don't know what my schedule looks like to be able, and I'll just be straightforward and honest. Horsetooth doesn't tickle my pickle, so I don't know if I'll be coming up there to jump in that. But I would definitely come up there to grab a beer with you and
man,
go grab something to eat for sure.
For sure.
If it works on the schedule, who knows? It's a really long lake, I'll tell you that. It's 6.5 miles. You can launch up north.
Well,
and then you can launch down in the inlet bay or down south.
If you want to get in line, there'll be a line of kayaks probably, and you can everybody just kind of does a train, and you just kind of.
So you're telling me go north? Okay, I'll really write that down.
You shouldn't ask me. I have no results.
Like in a train.
No, I'm sure there'll be plenty of people in this state that'll tell you I don't have any results for me to be talking anything about. So what does grumpy old Gene know? I don't know.
I'm continuing the joke. I just hear all of the information like yeah, man, all you gotta do is just get in line. Everybody's really happy. You just the luck of the catch when you go by this one point. I don't know. I've never fished it, but that's what I've been told.
North and Point. Okay, I got it.
You'll see about 30 360 lights.
I'll find it.
Now, if you come out of there with 5 fish for 32 inches, you can't blame us.
So go south and fish flats. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Make sure you have a live scope.
Okay, I don't. So,
Right.
so I guess I'm not going to Horsetooth, Gene.
You don't get the name Fish Whisperer having a live scope. I'll tell you that.
That's God. I mean, that's like I honestly can't even. I don't even understand how that thing operates in open water. Ice fishing, my son has one, and I can understand it and see the fish. But open water is like, come on, Dad, look it. You gotta look. I'm like, all I see is a bunch of grain, like when your TV turned off at midnight in the '80s, and there's nothing on TV, and I can't. It's just like it's like, dude, really, I don't even like. Why you're wasting my time? I don't care. I don't see a fish. I don't see your lure. All I see is a bunch of fuzz. So it's like just have your fun with your toy, and I'm gonna have fun back here, fan casting and hoping for the best.
Andy's back there, dipping his finger in the water.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much, man.
And still taking our damn money is what it is.
It's the visualizations. Like you see, that's the thing. Like the life scope. Like I'm seriously in my mind. I'm looking and I'm seeing the underwater in my mind, and then I'm like, okay, I think there's a fish there, and then. Oh, I got a fish. Wow. I just don't know how it's just weird how it works. It's just
you're manifesting hook sets, man. That's
instinct.
What it is.
Yeah, right.
See, Justin has a hard time with that considering how he slacklines the hell out of these things. These fish end up with TBIs by the time Bricklin is done with them.
Oh, no.
I broke a hook off of one.
You're a lip ripper.
And then some.
And then some.
It broke the hook off of it.
He had some good fishing line.
Oh, dude. I have a friend that's a frog fisherman that's that same way, man. You have to have eye protection if you're fishing with him. Watch out, because stuff's flying when he misses, and it's scary. I've been hit, and it is not fun because he sets into that like no tomorrow, man.
We were at Norton last year before, something like that, a couple of years ago. We're at Norton, and there's 4 of us that are fishing. Brick and I have taken out a couple guys for the TPO. We're down there at the lower end of the lake, and we go into this little channel here, and we're fishing along the banks. Well, Brick's behind me, and I'm over here fishing. All of a sudden, I just hear this sound like freaking Indiana Jones is behind me, just whip, bam! And I turn around and look, and he's like, "Oh, got another one." I'm just like, dog. Gerald Swindle will be proud of this slacklining that you got going on here.
Damn,
you could hear him. Yeah.
How many shoulder surgeries have you had?
Oh, I'm disabled.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you can hear him across the water on the hook set. It just whip, bam.
sometimes if you do it right, they don't fight. You just reel them in.
It's called concussion, mother.
So you stun them.
Stun them.
Yeah.
Just like if you shock them.
Yeah. That's
Then they come back to life when they're on the board. Oh.
So I'm going to protect the angler's name because he's a professional, and I'm sure that Greenpeace would not like this if they ever heard this. But I'm marshaling in an event at Lake or La Crosse back in the days when it used to be the FLW. I had a chance to be, I was a marshal for 3 straight days. So I got 3 awesome pros. Well, one of these was one of the young guns that's out there in Bassmaster right now. At the time he was a young gun. Now he's like a middle-aged guy with some kids and such. But he's a river extraordinaire fisherman, right, from down south. And we're on pool 10, 9 or 10, something like that. And he's fishing these jetties, that are coming out. He's dragging a little jig through the rocks. And he is a slacklining like a son of a, and he smacks this fish, whack, pulls back on it, reels, and all of a sudden the rod lets loose. He's like, oh man, he reels up, and he sits there. He's like, Oh, dude, I feel bad. And he turns around to show me. He had the fish's entire mouth.
Oh no!
He ripped it. This fish is running around with no freaking lips anymore.
Oh no!
Yeah, we felt bad, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I was almost crying. I was laughing.
I would probably laugh too. That's bad though, but yeah,
that's horrible, dude. That
That
poor
is.
fish.
poor fish. There's no Botox in the fish world. You're not gonna have any more lips.
You don't see all them lures behind you. How much money did you put on to get that fish's lip out of his mouth?
Right.
Jank them off.
Yeah, I kept that picture, and I ran into this kid a couple of years ago when I was at the Bassmaster Classic doing the media coverage down there. I ran into him, and I come up to him, and he looked at me like he remembered, kind of like, I know you. And I'm like, dude, do you remember me? I was a marshal for you. And he's like, yes, I do remember. It's like, and I told him about my hat story, how my hat blew out of the boat. He stopped and went and got it for me. Even when I was telling him, dude, no, go, keep going. That's on me. I lost my stupid hat out of my hand. He's like, no, you're not going all day without a hat. And so he remembered that story. And then I showed him the picture of the fish lips. He goes, oh my God, that is right. He goes,
Oh,
now
funny.
I remember that day.
Yeah, you ain't never gonna forget it.
I was like, yeah, it tells you 2 years and I'm still keeping that picture on my phone. So obviously you get like pulled to the ice, right, Andy? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you would rather be ice fishing right now, but if your kayak's fixed, are you going to go out there if there's no ice, or are you going to just, like you
Yeah.
said, stay
Yeah.
focused on some stuff, or what's the game plan?
I'm opportunistic. I mean, I love fishing, so I at least fish at least once a week if I can, a couple times a week. So I find water. I mean, obviously right now I'd prefer the ice for sure. That's why I'm going up to South Dakota this weekend. And it looks like things are going to lock up pretty good here at the end of January into February. So I know we'll probably have a good month on the ice here, but there's no guarantees. But no, I mean, I find water. I can't go a week without fishing or I'll die. So I find water. Yeah, no, I find water. I always do. And it's kind of weird though, it's really weird for my mind when I bounce from, cause I was on the ice 4 times in the first week of December. And then I could put that away. Then my open stuff. And some of my reels I take off to put on my eye, it's just kind of giving me a headache, but I'm like, I'm not going to not fish. So, and then
Do you ever shore fish? Just go grab the bank and start banging around that way?
yeah. Oh, all the time. And when cold weather, that's some of the best times to fish from the shore, because the fish aren't necessarily very close to shore. I love walking the shore in the winter when the water's really cold and it's open water, because the fish are off the shore a little ways, and it's it's kind of a cool way to fish too, because that's how we all started. We didn't start in a boat. We get on our bikes and ride to the duck pond or whatever, and you're fishing on shore. You're walking around the whole lake, that's how I learned to fish. I love walking the shore, finding stuff, whatever cool things, and just
awesome.
you get good exercise, but I love shore fishing. Yeah. So I'll do that a lot.
Had a buddy up north, Chad Brecky up north. Shout out to Chad. He'll be watching this eventually. He's a devout follower of ours. He had me come out and we did some shore fishing up at St. Vrain up there this last year to start the year off. He's like, hey, you want to go, slinging around? I'm like, dude, I haven't been shore fishing in so many years. Yes, let's go do it. Had a blast, like you just said, man. Just being out, and just kind of walking around a little bit. There was nobody out there. It was still kind of cold. And so, yeah, there's a lot to be found with that. Mm-hmm. We actually do have some pretty decent little ponds hiding around the metro area that are shore only. You can't get a boat on them. And there's some good fish hiding in there. Like you said, it's a good time because not many people go after them.
No, it's the simplest form of fishing.
Yeah.
So I do have a question for you, Andy. How was that Nebraska 5 bass for 5 lakes?
I really like that. It was actually a really cool format because it doesn't allow you to pound the same lake, pound your honey hole over and over and over and catch 5 really good bass out of your favorite lake. And it was really cool for me because, obviously, I fished these Omaha lakes pretty much my whole life. So I know what's on, what's off, I know all the spot, all that. But, once I hit, these lakes, a couple weren't hitting, so I had to venture off, do some research, and it was really cool. I really like the format, because it's like you go to a lake and you get a 19, you're like, do I stay? Or I know there's a 2021 in here, and then, or do I go? So like literally the last day, so I had gone to Jack, so I had a decent number, I didn't have what I wanted. Obviously I want to get over 100. I don't think I broke 100. I was close, but so I got back. The last day I think was like a Tuesday. My wife and I got back from Jackson Hole on Monday, so it took an entire day off Tuesday. I literally hit 4 lakes, and I upgraded. I almost upgraded 4 times. So I literally caught, I think, 2 or 3 master anglers and another really nice one on 3 different lakes, and I covered probably over 100 miles driving and fished 4 lakes. I fished for like 12 hours, and it was awesome. Actually, I ran into Marty at one of them in the morning, and I'm like, oh man. And I was like, it was a small lake, and we're literally like, you're talking an hour and a half away from Omaha, and I'm like, are you kidding me? On a Tuesday, like nobody was gonna, and he was there, and I'm like, are you, dude, you cool if I fish? He's like, I don't care if you fish here. I'm like, are you, it's like, cause he was there, it's a small lake. He didn't care. And I literally, I think I caught like a 19 and a half, and I knew there's bigger ones in there, but I'm like, okay, that was an upgrade, because I had like a 19.25. So I just took that upgrade, and then I flew back to a couple lakes in Omaha. But yeah, no, I like that. It was a fun format.
Andy or Marty's got some amazing format ideas.
Yeah, I really like that
make
one.
the stuff very fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun because it keeps you from fishing your favorite lake all day, every day, till you get your 5 good ones.
So I had a long conversation with Marty. We're going to have Marty on the show here in the next couple of weeks. He's going to jump in actually the Sunday after his sportsman show is concluded, which breaking my absolute heart. We were going to be there. We were going to do it because we were there last year. Had a great time.
I remember. Yeah,
you and I did that little, had a little chat up there.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got some stuff with TPO that I have to be here for. We've got some funding coming in that I have to be around for. But at any rate, Andy or Marty and I were sitting there chatting, and he gave us just a hell of a great idea on some of the stuff for the PBKS that we're going to be launching, which is a real, low key when it comes to the competition, more about the gathering and just having fun, group of guys fishing together. Well, we're going to be doing some bass poker is what we're going to lay out here.
I saw that. Yeah.
And it is a really cool format that's coming down the pipe. And we've got the ironed out how it's going to work with the rules and everything. We got all that figured out. We're only going to do that when there's 8, 9 guys showing up, if we get because for us, it's not about numbers. We don't really care. If 2 people show, because we'll be bringing 2 to 3 people with us to fish out of our gear to each one of these, right? They're coming with us. So if that's the only people that show up, then they're going to have the best damn time that 2 and 3 people have had out there. That's,
for sure.
That's the way we look at it. It's like, no, we're good. We're good there. If that's all that wants to show. So yeah, we'll keep it. If it's a small field, we'll open up that bass poker idea. And I think especially the guys that are used to Tourney X, because the name of the game is going to be catch all the fish you want to catch and just stuff them in your live well. So that at the end of the day, you can go through and make up your best poker hand with them.
Nice.
You don't just want to sit there and submit, 5 and then have them culled out on you, because you could end up with just a pile of nothing at the end.
That's scary, or delete all your fish from your live well like I've done. Yeah, that's scary. I can't. That's too. I mean, Marty does that catch on. Like he literally catches 2,000. How can you do that? He has these tournaments where it's just at these lakes in Omaha, it's catch all you can in 8 hours. I'm like, there's no way I would even begin to do that. That is I hate submitting. What a nightmare. I just can't. 5 is enough, and I've gotten better at submitting as the day goes on. But back in the day, I would sandbag. I didn't even know what sandbagging was, because I didn't know I wasn't good at uploading fish. Everyone's calling me a sandbagger. I'm like, I'm not a sandbagger. Why am I going to waste my time when I'm fishing? Why waste my time to upload these fish when I'm wasting time fishing? I do it when I'm done. And they're like, sandbagger. So I'm like, whatever. So then I started uploading them when I get them, which which is great because it really saves that stress at the end of the day when you're going through like 15 photos. Oh God, did I do that one? Did I do that one? And it's just like, I would like people knew to stay away from Andy when he's in his truck doing his fish because he might bite you.
Oh, is it Andy without coffee? Is it?
Well, back then it was until I started doing ask my friend Tom Fisher. He's like, dude, it's okay, mellow out. I'd be like, did I do that one? So I'm glad that I'm honestly glad I'm not a sandbagger anymore.
That's awesome. You know, I only like if I get the feeling. Normally, I'll submit right away, but like if I think I'm on a school of them. Yeah. You know, if I'm like working, then
hot bite.
I'm gonna get a picture and just throw the phone and get back on them quickly, and then when I think the bite's done or when things kind of calm down, then I'll load them up, type thing. But yeah, I don't wait to the end of the day. Some guys do. It is what it is. The live leaderboard thing kind of gets nullified when people do that. And
that's another reason why I started to do it, because my wife would be watching. She's like, "Why are you always zero? Like, why are you always zero?" So I was like, oh, okay. And then you got the sandbagger 0. So I'm like, all right, I'll play the game, and then. But I'm glad I did because it really makes it a lot easier. So I'll catch. So now what I do is I'll catch my 5. I'll do my 5. But if I catch a big one or something, I'll put it up just so people can go, "Ooh, Andy got a big one." But
right. I'll tell you, for me personally, when we were at Lewis and Clark and we start day 2 and I'm in 5th, and then by 9, 10 o'clock, I'm down in 11th because I was still junk fishing.
Yeah.
And when I looked at the leaderboard and was like, oh, wait a minute, all these guys that were down low are now up here. So in my head, the decision was, I bet you it's fishing normal now.
Right.
So I went to fish in the river like I learned on the Mississippi down in La Crosse, and sure as hell, they were where I thought that, where they should be on a normal day.
Right.
And then I started climbing, started hitting. My son sends me a text from Colorado, says, F yeah, Dad, go get him. He was watching the leaderboard.
Yeah.
So here my 21-year-old was watching this unfold,
That's
and
awesome.
I'm like, dude, that made me feel better than getting the big Happy Gilmore check. Is having your boy cheering you on because he can see the live leaderboard going,
No, I hear you. My wife does that now. I get those too now because like, oh my God, she'll screenshot it. Oh, you're doing so good. I'm like, it ain't a 0, is it?
Somebody's sandbagging.
Brick, you never sandbag. You always throw your stuff up there.
I do. I throw all my stuff up there just because my daughters, they love to watch the leaderboard. So what I was going to do, one of my goals is to actually live stream while I'm fishing so they can watch me on the TV.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's kind of in the future.
Yeah.
Hopefully, to be able to, because if my wife needs a break at home, she can be like, "Here, watch your dad fish."
There you go.
Stick the girls in front of Dad Fish TV.
That might get a little boring after a bit if you're not catching any fish, though. But yeah.
And boy,
be listening to your mom. You better be sitting on the couch.
I was going to say, tell her to mute it. Especially if I could get near you there.
Right, yeah.
We are not safe for children.
Yeah. No. You don't play well with others, do you, Gene?
We do. It's just not good for kids to listen. No, I'm like, when we're out on the water, I'm the least stressed these days. I'm like, I've taken a page out of Brother Brick's book. He is Mr. Calm, Cool, Collected through anything. Like if you want a dude, like if the shit hits the fan, that's the dude you want sitting beside you because he'll be level-headed through it. He'll probably crack a baby Billy joke of some kind, through the whole thing.
I would.
I used to kind of get bunched up, but I don't anymore. Last year and a half, I'm just thankful, man, that I'm on the water and fishing and enjoying it and getting a chance to meet dudes like you, man. And you and I'm trying to remember, you and I met at Lake Okoboji. Isn't that right?
Emerson Bay Ramp.
Yes, it was the ramp. That's right.
Yep.
I still remember that. Now this is the part that we want to show guys and gals that come out with us that kayak angling community, when done right, it doesn't matter. We didn't know each other from Adam, but the fact is we had 2 kayaks. We were both fishing. The All-American was in town, and we just started talking, dude. We just started chopping it up. And it was like we knew each other for a year, prior to the thing. That's the thing I love so much about this community. It still exists, and I want to emphasize that for the folks that we take out, that this is the part to always hold on to. It's cool if we help spring a few folks that want to get into competition. Awesome. Just never lose sight. Don't let the clock ticking in the back of your head steal the joy of just being out there and enjoying time with other anglers, man. That's the thing. Because that's the stuff I remember the most. I don't even remember how I fished or ended up at Okoboji, but I remember meeting Elvis there. Elvis Lee was there. Micah Funderburg, met him there. It was like, I remember meeting everybody in between the stuff. That was, that cool ass little gnome
I still have pictures of that. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like these gnome cities in this little canal network on that lake. That's the stuff I remember, dude. Those are the memories.
Yep. No, I just wrote a blog about community, and it was all about the kayak community. So I wrote like a couple essays on involvement, education, and community, and my portion of about community was all about the kayak community and what it's done for me and what it's done for people, what it's done for vets, what like what you're doing, and just helping. Like, honestly, kayaking saves so many lives. Like, people don't realize that. Even fishing, but it's just something about kayaking in the community so different than the boat world and the boat community. I mean, there's egos everywhere, but it seems like the kayakers have a lot less, and they're just a lot more open about sharing, and just they're just, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, we gravitate towards these kayaks, and it seems like most people are cool, I really haven't met a dick, really. I mean, there's a couple, but just I don't know, it's just the kayak community is really cool, and it's a special thing. So I'm blessed that I kind of landed in it. I never saw myself being a kayak angler. I fished in a boat my whole life, and then it just happened. It was a natural progression for me, for sure. But no, you nailed it, man. It's just it's such a tight, welcoming, and it's a great community.
And I agree with you, man. The people at their core is a bunch of great people. The one thing that I have been seeing lately, and I hope it changes course, is the commercialization of our sport.
Yeah.
That's
it'll always be there, though. I mean,
right. Yeah. And unfortunately, I think what some people take it as is, this from content creation to, fishing spot, this and this, they get real cliquey. Right. Yeah. It's like, you gotta be these guys to be in this little, group chat or whatever. And they push it. It's like, come on, dude, that to me reminds me of the boat world. That 100%. Reminds me of when I was in bass clubs in a bass boat. And it's why I went and fished the FLW. Cause I'm like, this is just not where I want to be. These guys are not open and trying to hang out with them. Unless I bring beer, they're not interested in hanging out. It's like, nah.
No, and there's no reason to be. It's like, if you fish as long as we have, it's like everyone fishes different. Everyone uses different things. Even if I don't know, there's no reason to be secretive. There's no reason not to help. Because we're all. I mean, fishing is such a powerful thing for me, and I want others to experience it, and you're not going to experience it if you're not helped along the way. You're not guided, you're not given tips, you're not given advice. Even people my age or older that are struggling, I'm like, honestly, at the river tournament, one of my friends was struggling, man. He skunked. I'm like, dude, here's what I'm doing, here's how I'm doing it, here's a lure. Boom, he caught like 3 fish. He's like, dude, I cannot thank you enough. I'm like, yeah, man, I don't care. I don't care. And, and it's, I do believe in karma, putting it out there, it comes back. And I didn't do that because, now I'm going to win because I did that. Not at all. I mean, things fall into place. I could have cared less if I would have won. I just wanted him to, be successful and have fun like I was having. Cause I was like a little kid. I was just freaking out. I was just having the time of my life, and he was having the worst time of his life. And I hate to see that when people are fishing, you know, because that's what fishing's about, man. It's just like, it's I don't know. It's just, fishing is so special to me. I like to share that with other people if I can, and help them be successful and have it be as special to them as it is to me.
Brick and I talk about this a lot. I mean, this is why we do the work we do, right? Brick's part of Team TPO. He's, the Colorado team here. And the whole purpose is to take folks out and share our passion, knowing that it can help in such a way. And if we can get them into the good parts of this, it's at the heart of it. I've seen, and here's the way I view it. If someone wants to know where I'm fishing, what I'm doing, I'm going to trust that what they're going to do with that is try to replicate that somewhere, right? If I were to share information with somebody and they were to say, use that to go take my spot from me or whatever. All right, dude, that's your decision to do that. And I'm going to remember that now. So now we'll work with that as we go forward. And I just don't have the time, like you, as you saw, Andy. I wear kind of my emotions on my sleeve.
Yeah,
I don't have the time
that's
for
fine.
silly shit, right? It's like if somebody were to do that, which I think I've only had it done to me once, and I know they didn't mean it the way it came across, and so I know their heart a little better than that, and so I was like, whatever, dude. If it happens again, I'll say, hey, brother, come on now. I told you this so that you could go get your own.
Right.
I'm supposed to be. And if we can't communicate like that honestly with each other, well, then maybe we don't have the friendship we thought.
Right.
I trust, the majority of the folks out there. It is tough in Colorado. I will say that our water is small. It's limited. There's not a lot of great fish. And when people find out about where there's fish, they beat the hell out of it.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of guys in this state that really hold their fishing spots and their stuff, close to him. Cool.
And that's okay.
Cool. Yeah.
That's okay. It's because of where we're at in today's society. It's this younger generation. I'm dealing with it right now with ice fishing. You have all on the internet. Is there ice on here? Is there ice on there? Is it okay to fish? I didn't have that when I grew up. I had to go out and get wet.
I had
to go fall through the ice and you know what? I'm serious. I've gone through the ice 3 times in my life. Once when I didn't know better, once when I knew better, and once was just a total fluke. And you're never gonna figure things out unless you do it and figure it out for yourself. And it's just like these kids, they just drive me nuts. I'm just like, you expect me to go check all these lakes for you, and you're just sitting at home waiting for someone to go, there's safe ice. Go. It's not making you any better. You're not learning ice, because you're going to be out there ice fishing. Your ass is going to fall through because you didn't know what safe ice. Well, actually, no ice is safe. I hate to say that, but fishable ice, but it's just like, it's a generational thing, Gene. And it's okay to, so everything's been done in this world. I'm an artist. Everything's been done. Like, and it's okay to copy. It's okay to study. It's okay to take things and put it in your repertoire. But it's important that you blaze your own path using those things and figuring things out yourself. You're not going to get anywhere in life where everything's handed to you. You're not going to get better. You're not going to improve. You're not going to learn. You're just going to sit there and be idle and just be a lump of crap, not learning, and that's the thing about life, man. You want to learn, you want to advance, you want to get to the peak of your craft, and the only way you get there is doing it yourself. But it's okay to help people. It's okay to get help from people, but you do have to do a lot yourself. It's just like, that's a generational thing. It's these kids, man. It's social media and all that stuff. It's just making people soft. It's making them dumb. And it's just like, you got to figure things out for yourself. It's kind of frustrating to me, especially ice fishing, because I honestly think everybody should fall through the ice once. And I tell people that they think I'm crazy. I'm serious. It is the weirdest feeling in your life when the ground goes out from underneath you, and the next thing you know, you're in ice cold water and you're up to your neck or your chest, and you're facing life or death. And it's just like, I would not have the respect for ice that I do if those things didn't happen. I wouldn't know how to read ice the way I do if those things didn't happen. I pushed my limit. Once I fell through, I know what the limits are. I'm very, very, very good at reading ice, knowing when to get off, knowing when to get on. it's because I learned the hard way. I learned myself. I didn't sit on my ass in my room on my keyboard asking everybody, is the ice safe? Is the ice safe? Is the ice safe? Go figure it out yourself,
I did ice rescue work with Laramie County Dive Rescue Team, and that is absolutely the truth, man. No ice is safe, especially on the front range.
Absolutely not. It's not. I fell through 12 inches of ice once. It was a stress fracture. It was a kind of a ridge, and you're not thinking of falling through, and cars are driving on ice. And sure enough, I go through, and it's like, what the hell? I went right up to my right up to my crotch, and I'm like, the time I went all the way under when I was 6 years old, and I literally, and it was before I knew what death was, and I'll never forget, because I was definitely cursed as a kid. My mom, I had this little aquarium in my crib, and it was like the Fisher Price aquarium. So I'm a baby looking at this aquarium with real fish in it. So from that point on, I was like, I was a freak about fish. I wanted to know every puddle, is there fish in there? Fish in there. So what's the coolest thing for a kid? Being able to walk on the water and look down in the ice and see fish and see weeds. So that's all I did as a kid. And my mom didn't watch. They didn't watch us. I was the youngest of three. Yeah. Like, you went out in the woods that played. So thank God my brother was with me. I was walking on this pond, and I go through, and I'll never forget. I'm falling back. I'm underwater. I don't know what death is. I have no idea what dying's about. I don't even, I had no idea. And I'm falling back. I'm just seeing it getting darker, and it's green. It's like probably one of my earliest memories, And then the next thing I know, my brother pulls me out by the hood of my coat. He's like, what the Dad's gonna kill Dad's gonna kill me. He was supposed to be watching me, and you didn't mess with my dad. Like he had a belt and he used it.
Yep.
So but it was definitely a lesson learned for my brother and myself. My dad didn't get the belt because I think my dad was happy I was alive, and he did. And my brother felt horrible, and the next time I fell through, stupid. Like, I was in college, and we're just stupid. We're on like 2 inches of crap ice, but we're busting fish, and it was late ice. And that's the scariest ice is, early ice. You really don't have to worry about a whole lot. It's the late season ice. The sun angle's higher. It's heating it. You got wind. Spring's coming. Wind. It's just a lot of things that can kill ice really fast. You really have to be on it if you're fishing late ice. Yep. And we're out there, and we're jumping up on the ice, is bouncing, we're laughing. That's so cool, man. This, and the next thing I know, I'm down for the count, and I'm literally have the ice, and this is before you have safety. I didn't have the picks. We didn't have any of that stuff. No, we didn't have any of that stuff. No, I didn't have a float. So, luckily it was like spring, so I was just in like light coat and some pants, and I'm literally, my elbows are on the edge of the ice, and I'm doing this. It keeps breaking. All my stuff's gone. My friend's out deeper watching me. He's probably crapping his pants, and it's like spray. And I finally kick up. I get and I roll, and I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe that that just happened. And then he made it all the way back, luckily. But
dang,
yeah, man, it's But back to what I said, I think everybody who ice fishes needs to go through, just so you know what it feels like, just so you have that, and just a little bit of that in the back of your head, that feeling when it hits your balls is not, you have about 3 seconds. No, seriously, you go in and you seriously have 1,000, 2,000, you can feel it seeping, and then when it seeps there, it's like, it's no tomorrow, I don't know how these guys do these ice baths. Total shock. And that's the thing, like, you don't want to, that's the number one rule, for anybody listening that ice fishes, don't panic.
Don't freak out.
You have time.
Yep.
You do have plenty of time, and that's where you get into trouble. You start panicking, you start hyperventilating, then your muscles tighten up, and then you are screwed. Don't relax. Just take it in first, take a deep breath, take it in. Oh, okay, I fell through. Okay, cool. It's time to get out. Just don't panic. And that's the best advice I can give to somebody if they fall through,
Part of our safety briefing, we always teach that as well, is that even in the middle of summer, if you come out of your kayak and you go in the water, the first thing I want you to do is think, relax.
Yep.
Get your head above water. Your PFD will take care of that. and just relax, dude. We're going to get you out of here. There's nothing in the water that can bite you. So we're in good shape.
Well,
don't worry about it.
unless
We
you're in
don't
Florida.
have, not up here. Yeah. Bricks from, you can get Ed up down there.
No, I took a dive out of my kayak for the first time in my, so I've been kayaking since 12, 13, 14 years. So I finally went in for the first time this year, and it is the funniest story if you want me to tell you.
Yeah. Because now we're brothers.
That's right. So back to the 5 bass challenge thing. So I was going to a local lake here as we were spanning. It was on a Wednesday. It was in September. Kind of cold out. Water was cold. So I literally go to this. I put my kayak in. I go right to my spot. Second cast, hook into it. It's big, and I'm like about 15 foot of water. Set into it. I'm fighting it. I'm like, this is sweet. I called my shot. Got a big 20 on. It's coming up the kayak. I see it. I'm like, oh my god, it's big. It's a huge bass. I'm like, kick ass. I grab my net and I go and net it. Well, my net, the lure got stuck on the edge of my net and the netting, and the bass is just sitting there. I'm like, oh shit. So I leaned a little too far. My kayak it was so fast it dumped me, right? As I'm going in, I smashed my rod in half. My sunglasses are gone. Well, the only thing I'm thinking about is landing this bass. So I grab this bass. I'm literally holding this bass like this underwater. I'm underwater head first, holding this bass. I come up out of the water, and this bass is like, seriously, we made eye contact, and this bass is looking at me like, what is going on? So I'm in the water. I lose my sunglasses. My St. Croix rod's broken half. I lip this bass, and I'm sitting in the water, lipping this bass, holding my kayak, and I'm looking around. There's nobody around. Nobody anywhere around. Nobody walking. No one in the parking lot. No joggers. And I just start laughing. And I'm holding this bass. And then I go on the back, and I'm holding the bass like easy. I can get up in my kayak pretty easy. I used to practice, getting in and getting out. I used to canoe a lot, so we did a lot of that, flipping it over and getting back in.
Open water entry.
Yeah, open water entry. Mine's easy. I'm holding this bass. I grab that, I have a Hobie, so I have that metal bar in the back. Grab it, kick up. I got the bass. I go measure it. Got the picture submitted. Good to go. I don't have sunglasses. I'm just like, oh, I guess I'm just going to go home now. I got it. And then new sunglasses, their prescription's like $500. My St. Croix rod. As soon as I got in my truck, I call Shields. You got another blah, 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 blah. Yep, we got one here. Hold it for Andy. He's coming. So I go. So it was literally, that fish probably cost me, like $800, but it was worth it. I got it, and I got it on the board.
It was worth it.
Yeah, 100% worth it. And what the funny thing is, Gene, I totally forgot to deploy my PFD.
Oh, that's right. You have
because I had the pull cord, but I didn't even think about it. And honestly, I didn't even really need it. I mean, I was good. I was only worried about that fish, but it was a very, very good lesson learned for me, because I could have easily hit a stump. Yep. I could have easily hit a rock. I could have knocked myself out. So I have now gotten the PFD that blows up when it hits water, because I was telling my wife, I think the spirits were teaching me a lesson there. Like, get yourself a better life jacket, dumbass, because if your head, because I went ahead, my kayak dumped me. I went ahead, I dove. Like, I seriously went head first down, probably like 2 or 3 feet underwater.
Yep.
And so it's so important to have a good PFD that's going to inflate. Or I might even get one that's like Marty uses, that's just always there, because if I would have knocked myself out, I would have been dead.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's what happened to that one kid in that Bassmasters. I don't know if he hit. We still don't really know the story about that.
Nobody really released any details on that.
I'm betting that's probably what happened. He hit his head on something or got tangled in some weeds or something. But I think that I'm a really firm believer. Everything happens in life. You follow your whatever the spirits are guiding you. You're not supposed to resist things, but I think that happened for a reason, really, just to teach me that I need to upgrade my life jacket.
Yep. I spent all those years on the dive rescue team that the only time I wore the auto inflatable or the ripcord was when I was doing shore, work. So when I knew I wasn't supposed to be in the water, then I had it. And if I wasn't going to be around, anytime I get like in my bass boat days and in the kayak days, I got that, like now I've got the Chinook. I'm on my second one just because of that very fact there. You never know what's going to go down. And so having the Chinook to do the job of keeping me righted in the right position, even if I'm incapacitated, it did that when I took my dive, man. I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. It flipped my ass over on my back,
Right.
and it made
Really?
sure that I was heads up. I was like, wow, okay. Well, I guess that's the way we're going to do this. I could see my
Right.
shoes
Damn,
sticking
that's
out of the water.
So is that does it feel like, obviously I have just the one that's it doesn't even feel like I'm wearing a life jacket. Is it bulky? Do you feel it? Is it restrictive,
No.
or do you don't even know you have it?
The Chinook,
On.
after you've got it on for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, I'm so used to it now that
Okay.
I would feel naked if I went in the kayak without it.
Right. Okay. I might look into that. Is that something you'd recommend over the water inflatable one, or?
Personally, 100%. Yep.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
with the Chinook makes really comfortable ones. I also think Stolquist makes some really comfortable ones too.
Okay.
But Shields usually carries them. Try them on there so that
I will.
you're making sure that it's not overly too bulky.
Yeah.
It'll be a little bit more than you're used to, but not that much.
Yeah. My wife was not too happy about that, but I definitely a PFD upgrade coming my way.
Yep. Good stuff. Well, awesome, man. Listen, I appreciate you taking the time with us and sharing stories and telling us on the ice side. It's a great time to still get out.
We didn't even talk about you guys have never ice fished. There's so much you guys need to know.
Well,
So
we got 10 more minutes. We could do another 10 minutes or so. Yeah.
Well, if you're
Or
good.
I'll have you back.
The Broncos aren't playing tonight. They play next
Nope.
weekend.
That's right. We got the Bills.
Let me see what the score is. Oh, it's a commercial. No, I've done good. I bet my brother-in-law in all the games. I've won both. I picked the Bears last night. I got lucky there. I don't know how. Yeah, I picked the Bears, and I picked San Fran today.
Nice.
He picked the Jags, so I'm up $15 on him already.
Nice.
And then he picked Patriots. So I think, I don't know, it must be halftime or something. I'll look at that. But I'm a huge Bronco fan, Gene. So
excellent. It's because you're a man of taste, Andy.
A man of taste.
You're a man of taste.
You're damn right. No, we can wrap it up. I think I'm out of breath. You guys probably want to wrap it up. So we're good, man. We'll talk another time about ice fishing. You know what? Honestly, all the talk I'm doing, you're not even going to go anyway. So what does it matter?
I don't really think there's not enough people around here that like me enough to take me. So probably
when I come down to Ontario, I'll pick your ass up and we'll go ice fishing. And then I'll teach you everything.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
I got friends long distances away, baby.
Yeah, you do.
The friends I do have, they don't ice fish. So birds of a
friends.
I fell to the ice and duck hunting. Does that count?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, kind of. I mean, I duck hunted I stopped hunting a long time ago when my dad died, but my son hunts all the time. He's breaking ice. Yeah, I mean, you're around ice. I'll give you like 50%.
You get 50 points on that one.
You get 50 points on that.
Nice. Well, I'm before you go though, how stoked are you for a lot of the stuff that Marty's brewing up, man? I'm going to put you on the spot here. I'm going to ask you about something.
Okay.
Because I'll set the stage and I'll throw my stuff out there on this. I am so freaking excited to see the work that Marty is doing with the KBF personally.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this right now, you can mark my words on this, where we've already seen the impact of having Marty get behind this, and you are going to see more and more people learn from a very wise man in Mr. Marty Hughes that, you know what, folks, the past doesn't define us. Our actions today and the future is what defines us.
100%.
If Marty is going to trust and get behind something, I'll tell you what, man, that's a pretty damn good endorsement right there.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
No.
I am super excited to see it, just because it's going to be something that because of the work that we do, our schedule gets pretty limited on what we can fish, where we can fish, because we're usually taking folks fishing. So this is going to be kind of exciting to see. And I'm looking at the Rocky Mountain region. A guy in Idaho won our region last year. I don't think we can compete with Idaho, but who knows? You never know. I fish on a lake that's got some pretty good sized smallies in it, and I fish there a lot at Stanley. So we'll see. We'll see
It's
what
gonna
happens.
be hard. I mean, Idaho's got some epic
They do.
smallmouth waters. I
They do.
mean, that's on my bucket list for sure. But no, I mean, Marty, when I first started kayak fishing, that's all that was around was KBF. You know, you had to be the really cool guy to have that little orange sticker, and they didn't give those out very freely, you know. And I don't know how I got my hands on one, but that was one of the first stickers I had was the KBF, and that's kind of where it all started, you know. And then whatever happened, and then I never really fished it because you just had so much to fish. Now, Marty has definitely breathed life into that, and Marty. Oh, I agree with you. I think it's going to be, and Marty's all in. No, Marty's he's doing a lot, and I appreciate Marty so much. He's done so much for this sport, and I mean, he got me into kayak fishing. I mean, the first time I saw him in a kayak, I thought he was crazy. I was in a boat. I'm like, I'm not getting one of those stupid little plastic things, you know. And he's like, I was a canoe guy. I was a canoe purist. You know, it's just not. And then, you know, it happened, you know. But Marty's probably one of the best persons for the sport, you know. It's just when he gets involved with something, he's all in it. It's not a half-ass, you know. He's all in. So I think he's going to breathe some really good life into KBF, and it'd be cool to see where that goes. You know, I'm just going to kind of just watch it on the sidelines for a little bit because I'm not too familiar with it. I'm going to watch it and kind of study it a little bit, but you know, I'm kind of set in what I'm doing this year, but that doesn't mean that I can not do something like that or look into it, but I'm just going to let it evolve probably a little bit more and see where it goes. But yeah, they're definitely in good hands with Marty on board.
I couldn't agree more. And I'll tell you, me personally, with Marty, the things, not only has he been just hugely instrumental in helping with just anytime I get a chance to chat with him, talk to him on the phone. Marty and I have chatted, of course, online when we meet. You know, I had a chance to go out with he and his wife for dinner after his show last year. We went to a local little Mexican restaurant there in town. But it's the conversations, and it's Marty Hughes. I'll tell you this right now. Marty Hughes as a human being is the one thing that's even more impressive and more inviting to be around than Marty Hughes, the angler.
100%.
He has got such a heart on him of service, man. That is, it's just he's an inspiration, dude. I want to grow up and be like Marty, right? I mean, that's the thing.
It's that educator kind of thing in him, you know. It's that teaching thing in him. It's kind of like
good educator.
Yeah, very good. You know, my wife is a nurse, so she has that service into her, that taking care of everybody in her. And it was her craft, you know, that's what she was that was her God-given craft. And I think Marty's God-given craft is definitely communication and educating and teaching and helping, you know. And no, he's there's not one bad bone on that guy's body. That's for sure.
I'm in for that fishing for 2026, and I'm going to be lucky if I hit 26.
Dude, it's too much for me. It is too much for me. That's just like I'll probably catch a couple thousand fish a year or whatever, but there's no way I would ever begin to submit over 2,000 fish. No way. It's not.
Too much connection with the machine.
Too much connection with the machine, man. I'm trying to do less connection with that machine. I mean, I'm trying to go back. Yeah, no, you know me. I'm part of the resistance. I'm pen and paper guy all the way.
Yep.
Pen and paper guy all the way. But I mean, you got to have it in today's world, obviously. But I use it. I use it in moderation.
I love it, dude. You like Marty are one of those reminders that hone your craft, work hard, stay connected to what is true in your heart. And that's the shit that matters. All the fancy whiz bang stuff. Cool, man. No. If you want to do it, do it.
Do it.
But that's not going to replace what you have.
No.
And that's the part that it's like, it settles me down and brings me back to earth. I'm like, no. Yep. Look at this. Like Drew Gregory is another great example. The dude is as basic and simple as it gets, you know, when it comes to competition with his kayaks.
Yeah.
And I love that. It just reminds us
the best tool, you know, fishing, the best tool ever is your brain.
Love it. I mean, that puts me behind the 8 ball already. But Brick, are you still with us? Are you sleeping over there? somebody say, Brain, what?
Yeah. Hello.
My ears are ringing.
Can you play the piano?
No.
Okay. Is that what's back there?
Yeah,
It's
my
fake.
piano, And then
That's is that a Steinway?
so what's funny is somebody on one of the previous streams said, "Hey, why don't you turn on your fireplace?" I was like, it doesn't work, guys.
And now someone talks about your piano.
Yeah. I got an awesome piano. It's a grand piano, I believe.
Nice. Yeah, it is a grand piano.
He's so full of shit.
It is. No, it's up. It's got the
He can't
whatever
spell piano. Trust me, he ain't got no damn piano.
Is that fake? Is that scene fake?
Yeah, it's a fake background.
fake.
Yes.
Oh, dude, I thought you're like living the high life in like Aurora, Colorado, and like some like penthouse or something. Okay, so where are you at, in a hotel then or something or what?
Yeah, there's like a truck stop sign where that piano sits.
That is something I could not do. I could never figure out how to put like some kind of background behind me. I just have to like sit down here in front of all my cool stuff because that's the coolest background I could possibly have. But
Well, not for nothing, Andy. The rest of us don't have 9,000 trophies that we can decorate. I got my kids' paintings and some pictures behind
there's a lot
me.
up there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
But I honestly think a lot different of you now. Okay, now you're more normal. Okay, is that your real house?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now
It's the neighbor's place.
It's the neighbor's house. Okay, so here I'm thinking, first of all, thank you for your service. You said you served?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. What, in like Iraq or where? Afghanistan?
I'm a GWAT veteran, so I was in
Okay.
Iraq, and Army calls it Anaconda. We
Damn.
call it,
Okay. So you're a badass.
no.
Okay. Yeah, you are.
I was an augmented police. So basically, I was attached to security force squadron. So
Yeah, you're a badass. So I was like, I'm looking at your background. I'm like, God, I just can't figure this guy out. He's like, he's got a piano. He's like, okay, he's got cool house and everything. And I'm just trying to figure you out. But no, it's all good, man. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. I mean, I played Army a lot when I was a kid. I really wish I had one of my friends. He was a tank commander in Afghanistan. We played Army together as kids. We played all the time, and he ended up actually living our play. Like he literally went over there. He was an actual tank commander. This dude's a badass, and I went the other way. I went like the whatever. But yeah. So no, I did totally respect that, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Total truth. Brick's got a speak and spell. That's what he's got. Ain't no piano in there.
Yeah, right.
Duka.
So are you tone deaf?
No.
Okay. So am I, because I'm a drummer.
So I played every instrument you could think of except the woodwind instrument. So I don't blow
Okay. Interesting.
You know what?
I don't blow on flutes, Gene.
Don't blow on flute. So I hope you don't. We know. I mean, Gene was saying something about tickling his pickle, and I'm like, yeah, I hope he doesn't blow on flutes, but I know he does.
Boy, about that 1:30 mark, we went right off the rails.
Thank God. You can cut that part out, right?
We're live, Andy.
Oh no. Is that okay? I hope I don't get you in trouble.
100%. Not at all.
Okay, good.
Nope.
All right. Oh, it's your show. You can do whatever you want, right?
Absolutely. You see at the beginning of our show, we tell people that, hey, this is mature language, can happen on this show. Yeah,
Right.
we go no filters here.
Oh, it was pretty. I mean, it was really clean up until then, and still that really
Absolutely.
wasn't really dirty compared to what's out there. I mean, my God, yeah.
I was going to say on the internet,
Break
shit.
out the stuffed animal.
Exactly.
Show us where.
Where is my trunk monkey? Where did he go?
Trump monkey.
I had a truck. I got a truck monkey that because I point to it. Show me on the monkey where it hurts you. That's what
In every tournament, we have to
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
have to go.
That's awesome.
He's my good luck monkey that I take with me now. I gotta find him. I'm a little worried. I don't know.
Hey, put that boy in your kayak.
Right?
You know, like the
Put him on the.
stuffed monkey for kids, like the 1980s version, where it's got the really big mouth and he's got
Yeah. Oh, funny.
Yeah, I had one when I was a kid, so I was like, oh, it's bringing back memories. But it's a minute.
I think the closest thing I had to any animal stuffed pets or animals was my mom made me wear Garanimals.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever heard of those?
Oh,
so
God, yeah.
So you had the elephant match the elephant pants. Yeah. So there was different animals, and you had to match the top with the bottom, your pants with the shirt, and you had to match the elephant with the elephant. Because if you match the elephant with the lion, you'd look dumb. So
that's what would make you look dumb.
Totally. And still to this day, I'm totally fashionless. I mean, I look at me, I always wear black or gray.
Yep.
Well, I'm a printmaker, so that's probably why, because I just worked in black ink, so I'm just really boring. It's hard. Color kind of scares me, but no, the Garanimals that's about the closest thing to any like stuffed animal I had.
You strike me as the kind of guy that had like animals in a jar or something.
Oh, I had them all in my room. I had literally in my room when I was a kid. I probably had 15 aquariums.
Yeah.
With all different fish. I had gerbils. I had newts. I had every kind of fish you could imagine. I chipped a golf ball. So I chipped I would make little putt putt courses out of my Legos. Like when I was a kid, and I chipped a ball into one of my aquariums, and literally 20 gallons of water just went whoosh on the carpet on the second floor. Yeah, I think I got the belt that night when my dad got home. But all my fish are all flopping everywhere. I'm like, no, it's So no, my entire room smelled like a zoo, Gene. How did you know that? I still have. Look, I still have fish. I always have an aquarium.
Awesome.
I always have fish. I will always have fish as long as I live.
I'm a pretty good judge of, character. I can usually, kind of place people, kind of where they're at. Plus, I think we grew up around the same time, brother. So I just, I know.
Yeah, we did. That's right. I'm a little older. I'm surprised you didn't remind me of that, but
it's because you're over there aging like wine. I'm over here aging like milk.
I don't know. No, dude, you're looking good. Did you take the Tyler Cole diet or something or what?
No, I did my own version of it, of just changing what I eat. Yeah, we dropped about 40 is what we lost.
I'm telling you, man. You look, seriously, no, I'm not being weird or anything, but you look good.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. I hear that a lot. It's okay. Especially when my screen is all fuzzy.
Right. No, man. It's really good. It's I cut sugar out, and it just that was a game changer for me and my wife. My wife has gluten allergies, so she cooks we're eating lots of whole foods, and it's really I didn't really even need to lose any weight, but it's just I feel better, and one thing you and me at our age, taking a poop in the morning is probably one of the most important things in the world, and it could ruin your day. So what she feeds me, it's just I'm pooping like a champ, man. It's just it's automatic, and I just feel so great, man. And it's just when you start eating good stuff, good things happen.
I can't wait. Clip it, by the way. StreamYard now has, when you say clip it, it'll basically remind me, it'll take a clip of this, because when I get to drop the short 30-second video of Andy going, I poop like a champ, we are going to get such good viral.
That's awesome.
Yes. Oh, this is going to be epic. I can't wait for this one. We're going to get some great clips out of this one.
Funny. And if anybody wants to talk ice fishing, they can just message me.
Well, it's important that you get regular before you go ice fishing, man.
Oh, 100%. I have a friend that likes pooping outside, and he's just weird. A really quick story. We're up in Winnipeg, and it's literally 15 below out, and this dude does not use he poops outside. He's he has an art, he's a buffalo. So I'm sitting there fishing, and he goes outside. Next thing he comes in, his glasses are all foggy, he's breathing heavy. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I just took the best poop of my life. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what? There's a bathroom in this ice house. He's like, yeah. I'm just like, you went out and pooped. It was like 15 below zero. He goes, oh, it was the best poop of my life. I'm like, you are weird, man. Yeah. This is weird.
We all got those one friends, right?
He is one of them for sure, man.
Right?
I don't know where he came from.
I mean, to end on a great note, I have no problem telling you, before a tournament, leading up to a tournament, I purposely try to throw myself off my normal 12-hour cycle so that I'm pooping at night.
Dude, nightmare. I'm up at 3 a.m. So like when we're, let's just say any tournament, we fish them all the time. Lions. So let's say Truman. I'm at staying in the hotel. Lions Inn's at 7. I have a half-hour drive. I'm up at 3 a.m. I go and I immediately make some coffee. I drink a cup of coffee really quick, and then I'm on the toilet. Sometimes I sit there for 2 hours until it happens. I literally do all my Wordle, the connection, the Quordle, and if it doesn't happen, then it's Octordle, and then seriously, but if it doesn't happen, damn right, it's gonna happen right in the middle of fishing. And yep, that my sock story, right? Like if Andy comes back with one. If Andy comes back with one sock on, what happened. So yeah, I got socks. I have socks strewn about the United States in little weird places.
Clip it. Oh, these are going to be such great short videos, reels that we're going to have. All right, brother, I'm going to let you go now because I don't know if we can handle much more of these. Yeah. But yes, we will have you come back here. Let's look at February. Let's get you back, and we'll maybe we can get like a round table together. We'll get Marty in here, get you in here, and we'll talk a little bit, chop it up, and Andy, dude,
anytime.
Appreciate you so much, man, for taking time with us. It goes unsaid, dude. You were one of the first anglers out there to jump up and support the TPO, and brother, we have never forgotten that. Love you, man, for believing in us and doing what we're doing out there. We've learned a ton from you, and I can't wait to fish with you again, dude. You're one of the guys I don't mind donating to. I'm all right with that. But I mean, I would like to take some of your lunch money. I would be all right with that.
I'd love to give it to you, Gene. Likewise, brother. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It's always fun to chat, and I always love it. And thank you for the opportunity.
You bet, dude. You take care. You be safe out there on the water, and stay warm. And we'll be chatting soon.
Always. Thanks, brother.
All right, man.
Nice meeting you, man. Thanks for your service again. Yep.
Thanks for teaching me how to poop in the woods.
There you go, man. It is an art.
Oh, goodness. All right, Brick, we're going to go ahead and roll this out. You got anything before we roll this thing out of here?
No, just stay safe. The weather's coming. It's going to start warming up, and let's get out there and let's get after it.
I agree, man. I agree. I think we are going to get some winter. I hope the winter backs off and gives us, we just got to get down through I-25 in March. That's the thing. So as long as we got a pathway and a clean highway to get to Conchas, New Mexico, that's coming up, man. We're just right around 60 days out, and we'll be down in New Mexico fishing with those guys. The New Mexico Club looks like it's ready to show out, dude. There's a bunch of guys interested to come out and hang out with us, and so I can't wait to get down there. That's going to be also. I have a feeling this Conchas Lake is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really stoked to get down there. I wasn't at first, but then talking to Matt Ramey and talking to Anthony Barrera, I'm actually kind of excited. I think it's going to be fun fishing for sure. Nothing like what we're going to get to eventually, where we can get back in the swamps and actually frog it out, this and that. But still, I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and guys should catch a ton of fish there from what we understand. There's a lot of fish to be had. So, well, cool, man. Thank you so much. Next week, folks, let me look on the schedule because I'm going to be honest with you. I got so much goofy stuff going on these days that I have forgotten what my schedule looks like on who we have next Sunday. Coming on the show, we have, this one's going to be an awesome one. Long overdue. This is a cat that back in my boat days was one of the guys younger than me, but I'll tell you what, you want to talk about a fish whisperer, a smallmouth whisperer? This dude, Mr. Chris Smith of Smith Angling Service. He does some angling now, ice fishing up north in Minnesota. You want to talk about real up north stuff? this dude can put you on him. And I'll tell you what, this guy has fished from the East Coast of freaking New York to Florida to you name it. He's probably forgot more about fishing, and he's way younger than us. That's the funny thing. But he is a stitch. Can't wait to get him going. And it should be an awesome deal. We've got him coming on the show next Sunday. And then after that, on the 25th, we have Mr. Shane Coon coming on from Anglers in Action for Christ. He's going to come on the show, talk about all kinds of good stuff. We're gonna chop that up there, and we're proud to have those guys on board with us here. And I'm excited to actually join their team. I'm hoping to learn a bunch from those guys, helping me personally, and then of course, they make some pretty badass baits. Wait till you see that Ned Nasty. That thing, that makes you want to throw a Ned rig. I'll tell you that. Looking at that, it looks pretty awesome. I know, Brick. That's like against your religion, but. Yeah, man, we got some shows, of course, and then after that, none other than the man himself that we were talking about tonight, Mr. Marty Hughes. So we've got shows lined up all the way through. We're going to be booking them into February here, and we're just going to keep doing this. We're going to keep rolling with it. Great people coming on, telling great stories. Folks at home, make sure to smash that subscribe button for us. Likes, follows, all that good stuff. We could use it. It'll help us on the way here. Brick, thank you so much, dog. You stay warm down there. No more fingers.
Yeah, don't break any more fingers.
No, you leave. You got one purple finger, and that's all you need. You got your limit.
One.
You got your limit. All right, man. Y'all, you know the routine here. Tight lines. Be safe. Take care of each other, and God bless.